everyone! Today I thought I'd do another DIY stash kit video where I scrapbook photos I've taken when I went on a business trip to Las Vegas. I stayed at the Bellagio for work and it was right before Thanksgiving. The lobby was so pretty. They had decorated with a fall theme, lots of pumpkins and scarecrows and squash. Obviously, they're like really big um, displays of these items, and it was just super, super pretty. And of course, I'm in Vegas, so it was very touristy. And people that aren't staying at the hotel still walk through the hotel to go to the shops. And there were so many people there that I couldn't really do any selfies. But because I had to get up so early for work, I was able to take selfies by myself early in the morning when there was no one there. And it was just nice and peaceful, and I really got to admire the display that they had up at the Bellagio. So I took about probably more than 3 photos, but I only printed three of my favorites. And I decided that I wanted to scrapbook this on this really colorful background. It's got the pinks, the yellows, and the oranges, and it really just gives me that autumn feeling. I do also have a Bellagio business card, so I included that on this page. But I do want to note that's a little bit different than a lot of other pages I've done so far are what sizes my photos are. I like to really squeeze multiple photos on a 4x6 photo. So when I print, I actually get more bang for my buck. I did size my photos down to be 2 inches wide and 4 inches tall. And that was fine because since I was taking selfies, I took a lot of vertical selfies and it just fit perfectly in that space. And I decided to squeeze 3 of the photos onto this 4x6 space I have when we print. And when I print like this, I usually don't leave the photo to be one 4x6. I do cut up the photos into the separate pieces. I like to have a little bit more division between them. But watch, once I've said this, in like 2 or 3 layouts from now, you're going to see me use one big 4x6 with all the collage parts of it intact. But regardless, this layout, I wanted to do just a little bit of separation, and I do kind of like a mini V shape with my photos. And I do try to keep myself more centered on the page. So if you notice, the photo on the left, my face is more towards the right. My center photo has my face in the center, and then the photo on the right has my face more towards the left side of that photo. So I'm just trying to keep the focus right in the center of the page. I picked out other pieces of embellishments from a Dear Lizzie paper collection. It was that cut apart sheet. I liked this long journaling card. I thought I could write my journaling on it. Since it has lines, I will not write slanted. I also liked this cactus 3x4 card. I didn't know what I was going to use it for until I realized that Vegas is in the desert, so the cactus kind of reminds me of the desert, and I thought, perfect time to use it. So I did want hello to pop up more since it's just a white hello. I layered that right underneath and decided to put my business card right underneath the hello, so that makes my title that says Hello Bellagio. I also decided to add this little banner. It has some gold font on it. It says, "You're a whole lot of lovely." And then as for my journaling, I wrote early in the morning while everyone was sleeping, and I was able to use that sleeping sticker that I've had for probably a kit or 2 ago, and thought that it would be perfect to fill that in. And just instead of writing it, I just stuck it right on top, so it kind of fits in with the journaling. I walked through the lobby of the Bellagio. They were decorated for the lovely Thanksgiving holiday. I was able to snap some single selfies without all the tourists in the way. And I'm pretty sure that it was either the Monday or the Tuesday of the week I had to be there for work. So I just picked the Monday and stamped the date at the bottom of my journaling with this Amy Tangerine roller date stamp, and I picked out Travelog as my sentiment because I was traveling and I thought that works out really well. I also had pulled out some of the die cuts from the Find and Dandy ephemera pack, and I stuck with the little fruits. It just kind of reminded me of, the fall theme with the orange and yellow fruits. And then I also do remember I had ice cream when I was at the Bellagio. So I decided to also just put soft serve ice cream cone right there. Because there was a bit of gold in the little banner where I had the sentiment, your whole lot of lovely, and a little bit of gold in the ice cream cone of that little die cut, I decided to add some more gold with this star glitter tape that I had. This is the last of it, and this is what I wanted to use up. And I decided to just run it across the top. And of course, to even it out, I like to also run it across the bottom of the page. I did have a bit more than I needed for the top and bottom, so I decided that I would add some to the sides as well. So I added one right by my title, Hello. I added a strip of stars there, and then it just looked a little uneven because I had some on the top, had some on the bottom. I decided that I'd cut a little bit off from the top and add some to the right of the page right above my journaling. And I think that works out really well. I think it balances out the whole page, and it does spread the gold around the entire page instead of being focused on that banner portion and my die cut where it has some gold foiling. And that's pretty much my page. So if you like this page, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And I hope you have a crafty day.